What's going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be diving into the new upgrade system that is here with Season 4 of DMZ. Now, there's some things about this that are going to be awesome, and there's also going to be some things about this that might be a little bit frustrating, but you guys are going to want to stay tuned through the video to learn about this new upgrade system and maybe understand a little bit better about how it works. But before we dive into it, if you guys do enjoy this content at any time or find this video helpful in any way, make sure you support the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. We're going to throw an easy goal of 150 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys would like to find your way back to the channel for more quality content, make sure you do hit the subscribe button next to that notification bell so we don't miss your future videos. All right, so we are diving into this upgrade system, like I was saying, and there's some things about it that are very, very cool, and again, some things that might be a little bit more frustrating. Now, obviously, we do have our missions, and we do have that new faction reputation system, and each of these missions are going to give us 100 faction reputation, alongside if you complete the final one, which is the story mission, you will get 200. Now, why is that important? Because it is going to be relative to the upgrade system. Now, if you guys go in here, you guys will see the first couple that you can get is a stash. You can unlock the wallet or the stash expansion 1, and both of these are completed by reaching reputation level 2 for the Black Mouse faction and reputation level 4. And then we have two more options for those of you that own Modern Warfare 2 and have access to the Crown faction, as you will be able to get to reputation level 4 and unlock a stash and wallet expansion further beyond. All right, then we have the weapons locker, and this is where things get a little bit more interesting. Now, as you see here, we have a first insured slot cooldown reduction. Reduces the cooldown of the first insured slot by 25%. You have to reach reputation level 3 with phalanx in order to unlock this, and there will probably be another thing required after that. I'm not actually sure how this works. It could just be as simple as once you hit this, you unlock it. That might be cool. But as you can see, it actually says show stages. So you can click. There's another first insured slot cooldown reduction number 2. This will obviously reduce it by 50%. You unlock that by reaching level 9 with the phalanx. So that you can expect the reputation to go pretty high as far as this is concerned. Then we move over to the second insured slot. This says reach reputation level 4 with Black Moss to unlock. But it also says the same thing with level 3, or the third insured slot, I mean. And I think that's kind of interesting. So I'm not sure if you get both insured weapon slots at the same time. It's kind of confusing there. Or maybe at that point, again, you'll have a different requirement that unlocks. But then again, you do have a second insured slot cooldown 1 and 2. It does the same thing as we talked about for the first one, which you can do by getting phalanx to level 5 and level 12. Level 12 is pretty high. That's kind of crazy. And then over here, the third weapon slot, we can obviously get to phalanx level 7 and phalanx level 15 to get those cooldowns. That's pretty insane. So we're expecting high levels for the reputation, which is a lot more than I was expecting when it came to the reputation system. Then we have the contraband stash expansion at level 5 for the Black Moss. Then you can complete the previous upgrade tier and reach reputation level 7 with Black Moss to unlock this one, 9, 12, and 15. How hard that's going to be, we won't know exactly yet, but I think it will probably take a while to get there. Then you will be able to, if you have the Crown faction, contraband stash expansion is also available to upgrade through this by doing the reputation for the Crown faction. Now, if we go over to the missions, I just want to go over to the missions real quick. If you go over to the missions here, Black Moss is now number 1, or the first faction, and you have White Lotus, Phalanx, and Crown. This is the third one. It might take a while, I think, to get this one unlocked and then be able to get it up to tier 3, but we'll have to see how that works in order to get access to some of those things we were just talking about. But let's go back to the upgrade system. Now we're headed over to the bounty board. Now this is where things might get a little bit more frustrating for some people. It looks like this season, now we're going to have to unlock the ability to barter for certain options. Now, if you look here, it says personal exfil, unlock purchasing personal exfils. So you will not be able to purchase a personal exfil at a buy station unless you have this unlocked. And in order to unlock this, you have to get reputation level 2 with White Lotus. Then you go down, here's the revived pistol, the comms plate, the stealth plate, the tempered plate, the medic. And as you see, the requirements are different for each of these, or actually it does say reputation level 2 with White Lotus in order to unlock these. And then I think for some of these, they do have stages. 10% reduced cost of adding attachments to weapons at a workbench. Well, that's actually kind of interesting. Why is that a part of the stealth plate carrier? I'm not actually sure. That is kind of cool to see. For the medic one, you have armor plate discounts. That's kind of cool. For the scavenger one, you have a secure backpack barter underneath that. It looks like you have to complete the previous upgrade tier to unlock. So once you hit level 2 with White Lotus, which might take you a little while because you have to obviously complete Black Moss, then you have to go ahead and complete White Lotus, and it says you have to complete Mysterious Letter, which I don't even see here, so that's going to be probably in tier 2 of Black Moss in order to get that unlocked over in White Lotus and then be able to go that. And you have to progress that all the way to tier 2. So there's a lot of levels to being able to get to that point, but I think obviously once you get there, you'll be able to get access to most of these, if not all of them. I don't know how it works once you actually, get the unlock part done, if you have to do certain things to actually make the unlock happen at that point, but looks like at this, it just says reach reputation level 2 with White Lotus to unlock. Then we have the communication system, or station, I should say. And this is where you're going to be able to get access to those urgent missions, which will help you get further along with your reputation. Now, it sounds like they'll probably be daily, which obviously means they'll probably be limited. So you'll have to log in each day to complete the X amount of them that you will be able to in order to be able to get the extra reputation to further obviously level up your reputation with these factions, giving you access to more things throughout these. Obviously, you'll need like 15 we saw with some of these rewards or some of these unlocks, I should say. And so you will have to grind quite a bit to probably get those done. Now, in order to actually get the Black Moss one done, you have to extract with a full backpack with each slot filled. Then obviously you can move on to the next one once you get Mysterious Letter for Black Moss faction unlocked. So it sounds like once you unlock, whatever the heck that was going on for these bounty boards here, you probably have access to doing the White Lotus daily urgent mission as well. Crown ones is reach reputation level 2 with Crown in order to unlock. That's probably pretty straightforward and easy. And then we obviously have Icebreaker, which is probably one of the Black Moss missions, it says. Then you'll be able to unlock Phalanx daily urgent mission too. Then you'll be able to earn further reputation to kind of help you level up your faction. Then I think there will be certain requirements, obviously, to hit tier 2. Like this one does say complete this specific faction mission, but I think there will be a specific reputation requirement, as you see at the top, 200 reputation needed for the next level. So it tells you how much you'll need to actually level it up. And I'm assuming at some point the tiers or the faction requirements go to the next tier might actually be something related to the reputation level that you're at. So there's a lot of new stuff. There's a lot of new things to add to this upgrade system and the way they've chose to let us unlock things. Personally, I think it's kind of interesting how they've chose to allow us to unlock certain things. And I think it's even more interesting that we won't have access to so many things early on in the season or early on in the unlock progress. So I think there's going to be a lot of people that obviously move through this stuff pretty quickly, get some of these unlocks, and they'll obviously have an advantage over a lot of other players, which for some people might be kind of frustrating. But at the end of the day, I do overall think the system is pretty cool. Hopefully this video helps you guys further understand how this upgrade system works just a little bit better. And obviously, as I spend more time with it throughout the season, I'll be able to give you guys more tips and tricks in regards to how you guys can unlock some of this stuff a little bit faster. That's going to wrap things up for this video. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support on the channel. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.